The Florida Keys is a string of islands connected by long bridges and surrounded by aqua waters, breathtaking natural beauty, and relaxed, great island vibes.
Okay, you guys, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's gorgeous, with the bridge in the background and the palm trees in the water.
In this episode, we explore Bahia Honda State Park, one of the top destinations in the Keys.
And if you're new here, we're Paul and Sarah, and we're always ready for an adventure.
So let's go.
We're back in the Florida Keys. Can you believe it?
It feels so good to drive all the way south.
We've been camping at Curry Hammock State Park, just 30 minutes north of Bahia Honda. We've been to Curry Hammock before, and you might remember that video. We took the paddleboard out to the sandbar and got lucky with a waterfront spot. This was before we got the van, when tent camping was our only option.
We're just driving through Marathon right now, and we're gonna be crossing the 7-mile bridge in order to get to Bahia Honda. I've always wanted to visit, just never been able to get a camping spot. It's never really worked out where we go spend the day there.
Every time we drive to Key West, Sarah's always looking off to the side like, oh, I wish I could go there.
But it's really hard to take a break from Key West to go anywhere else. So today, we're making a special trip to do the entire Bahia Honda in one day.
And this is the first time that we're taking our van over the 7-mile bridge.
It's a first.
Oh my God, it's Fred.
FedEx truck. What are they doing at Bahia Honda?
I think they're delivering some fresh tropical vibes. Look at this. We just got a state park pass that we can go into all the state parks for free. And this is the first time we're using it.
Even when we're not camping, we can just go in for the day like we are doing today.
So with the deal, it was $60.
Whoa. Plus fees. You know how that goes.
Hello, how are you?
How are you today?
My gosh, that was so easy.
Yeah, seriously.
And that just saved us $8, which is typically how much I think a car costs here.
Whoa.
And we see the views immediately.
Wow, that flag is flying though, so strong currents.
We are going to Calusa Beach, which is protected from the wind right now.
This is gorgeous. With the bridge in the background and the palm trees in the water. Wow.
So we are the first ones next to the beach, which means we'll be able to have a nice lunch spot later. That is a historical bridge that we're actually going to be able to walk up to and get a view of the beach. But that's for later. Right now, we're next to the beach. How could we not enjoy the beach?
We're parked right along Calusa Beach, which faces northwest and is perfect for sunsets. It's tucked away in a little cove with a perfect view of the historic old railway, Bahia Honda Railroad Bridge. So right behind me, this bridge right here is the one we just drove on. That's what goes all the way to Key West. This bridge used to be the old railroad that was built in the 1900s. And you can see a big gap right there. So cool looking. This is the old railway that used to take tourists all the way from Miami to Key West by train. We'll actually hike to the top of that bridge later on.
Behind me is actually the best campground. You've got this view right behind your RV. Later that week, we rode our bikes to the different campground areas at Bahia Honda. We found the campground. Starting with the Sand Spur campsites. This campground is always booked, so we wanted to see just how awesome these campsites really are.
Ah, not bad. Nice campsites right on the beach. Wow. Ah, nice big spaces.
These waterfront spots are amazing. The Buttonwood campsites are also along the water with stunning views.
Part of this campground has low clearance, 6'8", so our van would not pass this. This low clearance road takes you to the rental cabins and to the bayside sites for tents only.
Now back to the main marina.
And right behind us is a beautiful catamaran. It's been fun seeing boats coming in and out.
They actually have charters here that will take you to Looe Key. It's a sanctuary where all this like really best snorkeling is. That would definitely be something to do, but not quite on a windy day like today.
Okay, you guys, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you should see the parking space that we have.
Hey, what do you say we grab a bite to eat and then go for a hike? Apparently, you can walk over a bridge. That looks really, really old, but it should hold us, right?
Gotta keep ourselves fed so we don't get hangry.
The short trail on the old bridge is so picturesque that it takes much longer to hike than you'd think. This is actually a really short trail, but it's gonna take us forever because everywhere you look are all these amazing views. Oh my gosh. It's also completely in the sun, so I'm wearing a sun shirt because it is already very hot. This is such a beautiful trail with beautiful waters on either side and a little bit of an incline. We're going up the railroad that used to be here. This was the path that everybody took to come visit this area.
Can you imagine in the 1900s taking the train all the way to Key West? How cool would that be? Construction of the railroad was completed in 1912, and there were daily train rides to Key West throughout the roaring 1920s.
Right now, the only available way between Miami and Key West, other than boats, is the railroad which goes from island to island over huge trestles.
It wasn't until the 1930s, I think, that a hurricane took down some of this actual railroad. They started turning a lot of the railroad into actual roads since cars started to be invented.
Out to sea in an automobile on a road through the Atlantic Ocean. A new 100-mile highway will connect 25 islands from the Florida coast to Key West.
So Bahia Honda means deep bay in Spanish.
Due to it being the deepest channel in the Florida Keys. This is the old highway that was built on top of the railroad in the 1930s, and the highway was in use until 1972 when the second bridge was built.
But instead, we have a trail today.
Okay, you guys, where do you see this view?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, look at that color.
Getting good stuff?
Yeah, seriously.
It goes a little bit further, but it is blocked off probably for our safety. So you can't really see from here where it splits, but you can definitely see it from the beach, so. This is such an iconic place to come visit. You can see it from the bridge when you drive through the Keys. Everybody looks over and sees the beach and goes, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I just want to be there. 360 vista views all the way around. We're pretty high up above the water. There's people down there. And you know we just have to go check out the view from under the bridge. This is a really popular place to snorkel because there's a huge bay that you can snorkel in, and usually it's pretty protected by the wind. This is about the limit of where you can snorkel, where this guy is right now. I bet there's little fish you can see right around the rocks on this edge. Really good snorkeling on a clear day.
The other day when we were riding our bicycles around Bahia Honda, we rode along Loggerhead Beach on the Atlantic side and got a stunning view from under the old bridge.
And now it's time we get a closer look.
think that bridge is gonna need some WD-40.
Wow, it's falling apart. No wonder they cut off the access to the road above, or the trail right here. So you can't walk over the water. I need to get to Key West. Let me in.
Let me in. Let me in.
Oh man.
I think we missed the train by like
Years.
100 years almost. Oh, all right. I think it's time to go in the water, but also have some lunch. It's already the afternoon.
Yesterday, we went to Irie Eats in Marathon. We always stop there when going through the Keys.
We passed through here yesterday. It's a really cool outdoor eatery, built around the local wildlife. We love the good vibes here and always leave feeling relaxed.
This is our extra one we bought just for today.
Whoa. Want a wrap?
Yeah, might as well. We get the veggie one. Their island vegetables are so good. Pickled onions, mango, pineapple chutney, coconut rice. It's just really fresh, really fresh.
So it's 87 in here right now, but we have the 12 volt fan going and the plug-in fan. Oh, that makes all the difference. The water is calling.
I think the wind calmed down a bit. It's gonna be perfect. This is an amazing day. We're like fitting in everything that I've ever wanted to do. I got a sneak peek though at the other beach, and it looks really clear.
So, what happened?
We put down all our stuff, thought we were gonna go in, put all our stuff right back on, decided to go to the other beach.
She just had this feeling like, I think we should go to the other beach. I want to go to the other beach. All right, we're going to the other beach. Let's go.
Look at this water, and there's almost no one here.
A little strong current, and there's also stinging marine life, so we gotta be careful.
Oh, you weren't kidding, look.
Oh man, that's a Portuguese man-o-war. So seriously, there's some stinging marine life. I know, them things can really sting, but you can usually see those. If you see them floating next to you, they could have tentacles up to like 10 feet.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't go so deep, so we'll go over there where it's like really shallow.
We're gonna have to be careful.
This is Loggerhead Beach, the other beach in Bahia Honda State Park, which faces southeast towards the Atlantic Ocean. This side of Bahia Honda offers a very long stretch of beach with beautiful shallow waters, perfect for paddling around on a calm day. We're gonna have to do take two. It is much rockier than I thought. I might have to wear my shoes.
Grab the tacos. Oh, we finally made it. Whew. This is actually a lot rockier than I thought.
But with proper water shoes, it's much easier. It's fine. Oh, and then now we're at the sand.
Now, priority number one, I'm on man-o-war lookouts. See if we can find one. Hopefully not.
This water would be so clear if it just wasn't so windy today. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to check out this blue line.
I think probably it's a whole school of blue man-o-wars.
That's just great. It's seaweed.
It's like a perfect line. After all, we're coming back to this beach. Is this take 3?
Sunset will be in a few hours. We figure we'll just hang out here, listen to some good music.
In honor of Michael Franti, because tomorrow we have a Michael Franti concert in Key West. This is good. This is really good.
All day long.
Wow, that's a bubble. It's our new friend. He actually parked right next to us. He also has a Ford Transit. 9 years, he's been doing this almost every single day. Just blowing these bubbles just for fun.
So these are nice bubbles. They go pretty far.
Yeah, and if they would keep that kind of blue sky, because then the sun shines through them.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Open it up and close. Each time you close, it makes the bubble.
I've got the training. Okay, let's see if I can make one. Oh. I made bubbles.
What do you think, addicting?
Yeah, this is really fun.
Bubble George?
Uh-huh.
All right,
George.
on Facebook.
Doesn't really look like we're gonna get much of a sunset though, but it's still absolutely gorgeous.
Ooh. Feels good. Crystal clear. Oh look!
What? A hermit crab.
I thought this was just a shell, but there's actually a hermit crab inside.
Whoa. With the wind finally quieting down in the evening, the water was the clearest it had been all day. But before the park closes, we wanted to make our dinner in our beautiful parking spot with the best view. There's nothing like cooking dinner outside. In your bathing suit, more curry.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Yeah, we even have a couple sailboats anchored right out in front of us. How cool is that? Bon appetit!
Bon appetit.
Whoa. I think noticing him just got me. At first I thought it was a mosquito, and then I looked down. Tiny little black dot.
And after all, the sun came out to greet us one more time.
Besides, we're spoiled this week for sunsets. This was a random park we found on Marathon Key, and then this one in Key West.
We were getting excited because we'd been looking forward to the next day for a long time. So cool. We're going to do yoga before the Michael Franti show.
And I think Michael Franti is going to be on stage doing some acoustics.
Just so excited to be here right now. Michael Franti's music is often playing on our adventures. It's so uplifting and full of good vibes. And to our surprise, he was doing a meet and greet at the yoga session.
And there he is right there, just chatting away with everybody.
What's happening, brother?
You brought us a lot of happiness.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's so good to be back here.
We're so excited.
Oh, we got a hug from Michael Franti.
We started doing this 20 years ago, actually. And for us, it's just a way to like connect and have community and good vibes. And right now, with everything that's happening in the world, we need that more than ever. So thank you for participating. For a brighter day, oh, brighter day. How you feeling? Thank you guys so much for coming in here. This is our first yoga meetup of this tour, and we're stoked.
On top of yoga, we still had a concert. And Michael Franti's concerts aren't just a concert, they're an experience.
Don't worry, we're gonna be right back to this beach in a second. How do you say Bahia Honda?
Bahia Honda, Bahia Honda, Bahia Honda. I don't know, you pick.
See you on the next adventure. See you on the next one.